All right, y'all. We playoff bound, and we got the matchup that I wanted the whole entire time. We got the Wolves, and we finished. If the Lakers, or just finished, so Lakers dusted off the Pelicans, so we 6 seed, y'all, and we got the Grizzlies in the first round. So everything, best case scenario happened. How do y'all feel about it? Let's talk about it for a second. Was it worth it? Was the whole entire season this emotional roller coaster? Was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's still it's still tough to take in. Like I said, it was just a lot of ups and downs, and then just with this game specifically, like I feel like just encapsulates like everything I kind of hated about this season in the sense of, well, not hated, but it's just like if you watch that first half, that was the proudest I ever felt watching this team. Like if you watch that first half, that first quarter, just the amount of connectiveness that was there, like how everybody was playing defense, like hitting shots. It was just like, yo, this shit is crazy. And like I said, and like I continue to say, like it's a little encouraging that this team can play good whenever they want to. You know what I mean? And so like a lot of these embarrassing losses and like just one-sided, lopsided shit is just letting me know that like the focus ain't there on a night-to-night basis. And I've kind of said that in the sense of why I feel like this team is more so built for the playoffs and not necessarily like the regular season. But yeah, the last two games, even against the Kings, that shit was looking a little shaky. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, it was looking a lot shaky. And but like I said, it seemed like when this team can actually sit down and focus on some shit, like they can get the job done. And so, like I said, I feel like the absolute best case scenario happened. We playing the Wolves, which I like. I feel like even though the Wolves was kind of like doing whatever today, and we gonna have to deal with Anthony Edwards, but I feel like if completely honest, objectively, Karl Anthony Towns is not ready. Like he is not ready to play. Like that's not, and I feel like that worked for us in our favor because it's just like we just gonna continue to just go at him. You know what I mean? On a night to night basis, test that knee out, test his because he couldn't move, he couldn't do shit on offense. You know what I mean? It just looked real bad. He was real slow, so it's just like that. I like our odds going into it, especially like I said, if we can get the contribution we was getting from everybody, from KD, Book, you know what I'm saying? Grayson Allen stepped up. Nurk, I don't know what was going on with Nurk. I don't know if Nurk got hurt, and that was the reason why he sat because I think he played like the first quarter, sat down, and it seemed like we didn't see him up until like the end of the third type shit or end of the fourth, and I was just like, yo, like what the fuck happened to Nurk? So but I feel like Nurk is gonna be big for us because I feel like Rudy Gobert, like he did his thing. You know what I mean? He did his thing. Finished with 21, 7 and 9, and he was a problem. You know what I'm saying? 7 rebounds. Even though he only finished with 7 rebounds, I feel like if you watch that game, you've seen how effective he was in the sense of like boxing out. You know what I'm saying? Drawing fouls on the box out, boxing out other people so other people can get the rebound and shit like that. So he's definitely gonna be a problem. And I didn't think he could be as effective as he was today. So hopefully it's just like an anomaly. Hopefully it's just like one of those like he do this every once in a blue moon. We still gonna kind of struggle with Jaden McDaniels, whether if you want to acknowledge it or not. He kind of got book number. He kind of sort of got book number when it come to like, you know what I mean? So we kind of got to lean on other people if Jaden McDaniels is gonna focus on Book. Because Book finished with what? He finished with 23, 6 of 16, and it wasn't his best game, you know what I mean? But also, like, he didn't really like. I feel like he kind of seen that everybody else had it going, so he didn't want to be like the hot dog, which I appreciate. You know what I mean? So it was like I said, we played good, but also it's some stuff to really sit down and think about. It's some like, is this the team we gonna get for the next 7 games? You know what I mean, or 6, or however many games it may be. Like, can we rely on this team to do this on a nightly basis? Like, I'm just glad that we didn't play like a OKC or a Nuggets and really have to like figure this shit out playing one of the real big powerhouses. Even though I'm not trying to sit up here and walk like or act like Minnesota ain't like that or whatever, but you kind of got to acknowledge like how they look with Karl Anthony Towns and how they look without him or like an injured version of him. They are a super deep team. Like Nas Reed is gonna be a headache. You know what I'm saying? Jordan McLaughlin, I feel like gonna be a headache. Mike Conley is just like a professional point guard. Just he just know exactly what to do at the right time. It feel like and he's efficient. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be tough. But like I said, out of everybody in the West, give me Minnesota. So it was. Let's talk about it in the comments, man. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was this season the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the frustration? Like, was it worth it? Like, we got exactly where we wanted to get. So I can't really complain, man. But and I'm glad that they're getting this 5 days rest. So it's woo, 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 woo. Man, we made it. We made it, y'all. It's been a long journey, a long ride, but we fucking made it. We fucking here. The playoffs are here. We are in. I'm glad we didn't have to play in the play against the Lakers or like any of those because it seemed like you just never know. Like any of those bottom four teams, like you just don't fucking know. Like shit could have got real ugly real fast. So like I said, all in all, good dub, man. Way to handle it. Way to, figure this shit out at the end of the season. So, till next time, man. Peace.